Welcome to BNEWS Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher along with BNEWS producer Sydney Bowles, BNEWS reporters Tad Stefanak, Robert Paris, Chris Flaherty, Anthony Matos with sports, Peter Brown with the weather, and Gretchen Carey with the community calendar. Thank you for joining us. Burlington Police Chief Thomas Brown reported that the department is investigating an incident of 21 shots fired into a residential apartment at the Avalon apartment complex at 1 Arboretum Way shortly before 4 a.m. Wednesday morning. Upon arrival, officers determined that no one was injured. The subsequent investigation determined that the vehicle used in the shooting was stolen in Everett just 2 hours before the shots were fired. It was determined shots were fired on foot from 2 separate weapons at 1 apartment before the suspects fled in the stolen vehicle, which was later recovered in a nearby neighborhood. The Burlington Police Department believes this is a targeted act that does not pose an ongoing threat. The incident remains under investigation. Chief Andrew Conity has shared that the Burlington Fire Department assisted a mother who birthed her child along Route 128 on the morning of August 3rd at 8:38 a.m. Burlington Fire received a call about a woman who was on her way to the hospital with her husband driving when she went into labor along Route 128. Upon arrival, first responders found the woman and her newborn baby boy in their vehicle on the side of the road. Firefighter paramedics Evan Austin and Patrick O'Halloran evaluated the mom and newborn, who were both doing well. The family was transported to the hospital via ambulance, and they are reportedly in good health. The School Building Committee has voted to request a non-binding referendum to seek public feedback on the design for the new elementary school. If the Select Board approves the committee's request, an election estimated to cost approximately $30,000 will be called, where voters will be asked which of multiple designs they prefer. School Building Committee Chair Melissa Masato is in support of the referendum and believes it would help reach more people and ensure the committee is heading in the right direction.
We're not reaching everyone. We're not getting feedback from everyone. This felt like a really good opportunity to make sure everyone gets a voice in this project, and it could really guide this committee to make sure we're putting forward something that will be supported from a financial perspective.
Longtime school committee member Christine Monaco was in strong opposition to the vote and believed a non-binding referendum would only complicate matters.
I just don't see any way that you can put a referendum together that is real and true with costs. And I also think that this committee has not even voted. We haven't even taken a straw vote on what we think. So to jump out and make a referendum, to me, is just, why do we have all these meetings? Why do we have a building committee if we're going to listen?
If we're going to listen to the public?
No, if we're going to listen to Mr. Sagarino suggest that we should have a referendum, because what are the reasons that we're in this boat? Why is there such a controversy over Pine Glen? Why aren't we having more public forums where people can actually come in and tell us what they think, instead of having a vote where we plant seeds in people's minds, people who don't understand it fully, and we try to get them to vote the way we want them to vote, which is exactly what is going to happen. There will be 2 sides, and they will battle it out with signs and letters and all of that stuff, and it's going to be a mess.
School Committee Chair Martha Simon was disappointed in the divisiveness and believed a non-binding vote could bring some clarity to the project going forward.
I feel like already this has become incredibly divisive. I feel already incredibly disappointed that we have this opportunity to build a brand new 21st century educational facility for students in our community, and people are already this divisive. I'm really disappointed that we want to look at all these options, and I'm hoping we can get rid of some of them soon, because some of them aren't very realistic. yes, we would have to get into who's going to vote which way and who, encouraging people to vote and have a campaign. It would be divisive, but I feel like it's already divisive, and I don't see that it would be worse. So I'm really, really torn about this, but I think that if we don't do a non-binding referendum, then people will keep coming to me and saying, what I think is what everybody thinks. And I think this could be clarifying for people.
The committee voted for 3 of 8 proposed designs. These options include a 325-student school on the Fox Hill site or a larger 640-student school either on the Fox Hill or Pine Glen site. According to preliminary estimates, the plan to replace the Fox Hill with the Mass School Building Authority would cost about $84 million. The total cost to replace both schools, approximately $178 million, with a larger combined school would cost the town about $113 million. The MSBA would support either design, maybe, but the choice will need a 2/3 vote, a majority vote from town meeting. None of the above will not be a selection on the ballot. The Burlington DPW is happy to announce that after 2 years of permitting, appropriating funds, environmental studies, design, and construction, the PFAS filters at the Mill Pond Treatment Facility have finally been put online, with initials showing PFAS levels at 0 parts per thousand. In October 2020, the Mass Department of Environmental Protection lowered PFAS drinking water standards, and tests indicated PFAS levels above the new standard, which was 30 parts per trillion. The town quickly appropriated $15 million to install filters at its Mill Pond water treatment plant to bring the water into compliance and possible future federal compliance. Check out the latest episode of BNews In Depth for a complete look at Burlington's changing water supply at bcattv.org. Go to BNews and click on News Specials. The Burlington Public Library has a new assistant director with over 30 years of experience at the library. BNews reporter Tad Stefanak visited the library to find out more.
The Burlington Public Library has a new assistant director. Kara Enos has been with the library for 30 years, working in both youth services and as the head of curriculum.
I love the community of Burlington. I love working in the library. And when Marnie announced her retirement, I thought I'd like to get a little more involved with the library, get a little more involved with running the library, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity. Everything's a bit new to me. It's different, but I'm enjoying it so far. I will get my hands a little bit busy helping the director with our reporting and things like that for collection development, and I'm excited about that. We are welcoming everybody in the community. We just did a big survey for our 5-year plan, and we are reading through it, and we are listening to their suggestions, and we really want people to know that we're open, that we want them to use the library. We are interested in coming to them, to go out on the common, to be where people are, that is really our goal, to reach people where they are. We have lots of downloadables, we have lots of databases for people to use from home. We'll be launching a new e-card program with the rest of the consortium and eventually the rest of the state, so they'll be able to access our services that way. We're getting back, and it's getting busier, and we're happy about that.
From the Burlington Public Library, I'm BNews reporter Tad Stefanak.
The Burlington Planning Department is seeking approval for a September town meeting warrant article that would require new, large businesses in town to provide traffic mitigation plans and demonstrate that they're following through on them. The goal of the proposed regulation is to reduce new car trips by commuters, especially during the peak hours. If approved by town meeting, the new rules would apply to new businesses with more than 10,000 square feet of or any housing development with more than 10 units, with some exceptions. Developers could promise to provide facilities for cyclists, implement flex time or staggered work hours, or give employees a pass for public transportation. The Planning Board has limited time to vote on the proposal before the article is submitted to the September town meeting warrant. Burlington Police and Fire Departments held their annual safety night at Wegmans on 3rd Avenue this week, with quite the array of safety and law enforcement gear and personnel. BNews reporter Robert Paris has this report from the safest place in town.
Police, Fire, and the EMS gathered under the Wegmans garage for Community Safety Night on August 2nd at 3rd Avenue. Anthony Matos and I checked out the venue and caught up with the organizers of the event.
It's been an awesome event. We want to thank everybody for coming out. It's an event that we put on every year. Started with officer tickets here, and I'm glad we're going to keep it going.
This event grows every year. I mean, this year we have a mini jet plane, which we never had before. What's wonderful, what's great is we now have other agencies coming to us to participate instead of us having to do the outreach, because this event is so big and it's very, very popular around the Burlington area.
The mini jet plane model was brought in by the U.S. Air Force and was popular among families and their kids.
Today we're here to just engage and inspire with the community. Just like everyone else here, the firefighters, the cops, the police, the ambulance, we're all here to serve the community. The military is here to serve the community, protect it overall also. So today we're just here showcasing that with our beautiful F-16 Thunderbird paint scheme that all the kids love.
By the entrance of Wegmans, the fire department showcased their trucks, including Burlington.
It's been a wonderful day. It's great weather. Kids are having a lot of fun jumping around on the trucks, and just happy to be here, give back a little. I love my job. I love what I do, and it gives me a lot of honor to give back to my town, so I enjoy it a lot.
Of course, there was food, a lot of food. And it takes a joint effort for Wegmans to serve everyone at this event.
We tried to cook around, I think it was like 2,000 was the number we were given, so we started a few hours ago. We'll continue through until about like 6:30, and hopefully everybody here gets something to eat. So,
yeah, absolutely. Safety Night is definitely one of the best nights that we have every year here at Wegmans. It's great to see the Burlington community come out, and we love cooking for them. We love feeding the community and really bringing us all together here in our parking lot.
You can check out the full special coming soon to BCAT. From Wegmans on 3rd Avenue, I'm Robert Paris for BNEWS Weekly.
In our quest to bring you the stories of Burlington employees you might not hear from that often, BNews producer Sydney Bowles introduces crime analyst Kate Curtis-Bozio.
In our quest to bring you the stories of Burlington employees you might not hear from that often, we bring you the next installment of Who Works for Burlington. This time, we have Kate Curtis-Bozio, who helps the police department analyze crime data.
I went to my first class for my master's degree, and my first class was in crime analysis, and I really, really liked it. And I asked the teacher if any department needed an intern at all, and he said, oh yeah, Burlington's been looking for one. So that's how I got into it. So usually with crime analysis, we like to put all of the data into Microsoft Access, and then we just ask it questions. So for example, we'll do some graphs and charts to try to figure out what's going on, like why is there an increase? If there is an increase, what can we do to figure out how to prevent things from happening, such as crashes or car breaks? We usually will map out some of the crashes, and you can kind of see where, like the red is, where that's like a high volume area. So this one particularly is from midnight to 8. So we would pass this out, and we would just say, okay, so there's a lot going on here. Maybe we should put a car and see what's happening. I'm a huge research geek, and I absolutely love research. So like, you give me a Red Bull and some data and leave me alone for a few hours, and I can find some really, really random stuff.
And now you know who works for Burlington.
2 Burlington businesses have been elected as Editor's Choice winners by the North Shore Magazine's 2023 Best of North Shore, better known as Bonds. Made in Burlington earned the well-deserved Editor's Choice honor for handcrafted gifts. Burlington's homegrown store started as a Facebook page in 2020 and became a pop-up shop at the Wayside Shopping Center in 2021. Made in Burlington is filled with unique items from over 70 crafters in and around the Burlington area. Common Craft, located at the Burlington Mall, was an Editor's Choice winner for after-work drinks. Common Craft is a multi-experience beverage concept with 2 tap rooms, a wine bar, and a speakeasy-style cocktail lounge. Common Craft has also done a wonderful job activating its outdoor green space with themed events and outdoor activities. Congratulations to both Made in Burlington and Common Craft. The Town of Burlington's Economic Development Office is thrilled to announce an opportunity for artists to apply for a $15,000 grant to create a postcard-style mural on the exterior wall of 2002 Cambridge Street, facing Moran Avenue at the town center. The town is eager to invest in public art, add aesthetic beauty to the town center, and create a welcoming atmosphere for residents, visitors, and businesses. The mural is part of Burlington's collaborative placemaking process to identify and implement beneficial improvements to public spaces. To apply, go to Bring Me to Burlington website and scroll down to News under Economic Development. Temperatures have returned to seasonal norms, and it's looking to be a beautiful for Celebrate Burlington on Saturday. BNEWS weatherman Peter Brown has your forecast, followed by the community calendar with Gretchen Carey.
Well, hello everyone, this is Peter Brown with Winter Weather for the next 7 days. Here we are heading in towards the second week of August. I know it's hard to believe that we are that far into summer, and we are looking ahead, of course. I bet you can notice the length of day has definitely gotten shorter as we've gotten now into August, so that is definitely a sign of the times. We are heading towards fall, but we still have some great summer weather to come up. So for those of us who love the warm weather, don't worry about that quite yet. So as we start our period on Friday, we should be seeing temperatures at this time of the year in the mid-80s, and again, very similar to what we've been seeing most of this summer. We're going to be seeing temperatures below average again. Temperatures struggling to get out of the low to mid-70s with some pretty heavy rain around here, so we're going to have to definitely keep the umbrellas handy on Friday. And then as we get towards the end of the period, next week we again should be seeing temperatures in the mid-80s at this time of the year, and I think we're going to end up pretty close to that. So it looks like we're going to have a fairly average temperature week, nothing too hot, and definitely nothing too cold aside from really Friday. It's going to be a fairly pleasant week out there. And of course, like I said, as we get closer and closer to fall, our length of day keeps getting shorter. So as we go ahead, let's take a look at what the Climate Prediction Center is calling for us in terms of temperatures and precipitation here in the Burlington area. And looking at our temperature map again, looks like we're going to be seeing average temperatures here over most of New England, especially here in the Burlington area. So that's nice, with some nice weather after we get past Friday. Looking at our precipitation chances again, nothing new here. We're going to see the chance of above average precipitation. That's mostly going to be coming down on Friday, so you don't have to worry too much about that for your weekend and then getting into your work week next week. Looks like that's going to be happening pretty much all on Friday. So as we go ahead, let's take a look at those 7 days of weather coming up. And again, like I said, starting out our weekend on Friday, if you are heading out there to take a long weekend at all, starting on Friday, it is going to be very heavy rain, we think, out there. Some spotty showers and thunderstorms around. Lots of downpours, so keep that in mind. But then as we get in towards Saturday and Sunday, the sun is going to come out. It is going to be a beautiful 2 days out there. Temperatures in the low 80s. This may be one of the best weekends we've seen probably all summer. I know it's hard to believe. So much different from what we saw last summer, where we were seeing blazing sun and extremely hot temperatures almost every single day of the summer. Then as we get into the start of the work week, we're going to introduce a little bit of instability into the air. Nothing too bad like we're going to see on Friday, just against some chances of some pop-up showers and storms here and there, nothing too heavy, and temperatures pretty much staying right around average, maybe a little bit cooler as we get in towards Tuesday. As we see a weak low pressure center move to our east, temperatures might get knocked down just below 80, but then we get right back up there, up into the low and mid 80s again to round out the week. So everyone, get out there, enjoy the weather, and have a great week.
Hi, I'm Amy Poehler, and you're watching BCAT. Go Red Devils.
Hey everyone, I'm Gretchen Carey, and this is your Community Calendar. On August 10th from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., Wayside Commons will be having an event called Jammin' With You. This performance is geared for kids aged 1 through 7, but fun for the whole family. The event is also free. For more information, go to the following website. Also on August 10th from 5 to 8 p.m., Wegmans on 3rd Avenue will be having a beer garden event. There will be food for purchase, and you must be 21 plus to sample beer. For more information, go to the following website. On August 11th from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., the Burlington Public Library will be having Flicks and Crafts. For more information about the event, go to burlingtonpubliclibrary.org. For more community calendar events, go to bcattv.org, burlingtonpubliclibrary.org, and burlingtonrecreation.org. I'm Gretchen Carey, and that was your Community Calendar.
We have a special summer sports report with Anthony Matos as the BHS Division II state champion softball team continues to receive accolades.
Hey everyone, I'm Anthony Matos, and this weekly sports report, a couple of things to update on, so let's hop into it. The All-Star as well as championship efforts of Burlington High School's Red Devils Division II softball team has not gone unnoticed by the Boston Globe sports writers. Head coach Kristen Farrell has been honored as the Division II Coach of the Year. A former Red Devils player herself, the class of 2003 graduate, led her alma mater to its first state title with a 21-4 record. Playing her college ball at UMass Lowell, Farrell took the reins in 2009, leading the team to 223 wins in 12 consecutive Middlesex Freedom Division championships. Pitcher C. Cecilia Mbimbo made the list of the athletes of the year to go with her back-to-back Middlesex League MVPs. Mbimbo struck out 315 hitters in 166 innings and recorded a 1.40 ERA, as well as being a 4-year honor roll student. She'll go on to play at Merrimack College. Mbimbo was also named to the Middlesex League All-Stars, joined by teammates Madison King, Shea McDonald, Morgan Ryan, Cassidy Suhu on that listing, with up-and-coming second baseman BHS sophomore Madison King receiving an honorable mention. To the victor go the spoils as the champion Red Devils softball team was invited to the Massachusetts State House by State Representative Ken Gordon. The team received a certificate of recognition for their accomplishment and a grant. BNEWS sports reporter Robert Paris tagged along. Let's have a look.
Hey everyone, I'm Robert Paris, and we're down here at the Massachusetts State House where State Representative Ken Gordon invited the girls softball team. Let's go check out the festivities inside. The Joint Committee on Public Service is where the Lady Devils went to see State Rep Ken Gordon on July 26th at the Massachusetts State House.
They came in, we went down to the House chamber, we talked a little bit, took a picture, talked about how our state government works, and we talked about the great season that Burlington softball had, winning the Division II state championship for the first time. It was a tremendous accomplishment, and we're all so proud.
Head coach Kristen Farrell and athletic director Sean Hart were grateful for the opportunity of being at this historic landmark in downtown Boston.
Representative Ken Gordon was so kind inviting us here today. He gave us an unbelievable tour. The balcony was incredible, the governor's office, this is just all really special, something that I'll remember for a long time, and I'm sure the girls will too. It's just beautiful. The State House is beautiful, and it was a nice day.
Such a great honor for them to invite us and have the girls come and be a part of this, and having state championships, be able to come here and walk through and kind of be treated a little bit special was a really nice treat for us today.
The 2023 captains got to experience a history lesson of how state government of Massachusetts came to be.
It was really fun and interesting to see everything inside the State House. It was also educational. I've never been inside, so it was nice.
Yeah, it was really cool. Just like a one-time experience. Not many people get that opportunity to have a tour and then meet with Ken Gordon. So it's cool, yeah.
Yeah, very fortunate to have this opportunity. Again, big thanks to Ken Gordon for inviting us here. Like Ella said, never been here before, so it was just cool to get to know all the history about it.
The event was the second to last one as a team before the captains head off to college.
It's always nice to be recognized. I think these girls definitely deserve that, and so being able to, come as a team and tour the State House, and Representative Gordon just being so kind, and it was just, I'll remember all of that. It was so nice.
From the Massachusetts State House, I'm Robert Paris for BNews.
BHS men's lacrosse held its first ever alumni game at Varsity Field recently. BNews sports reporter Robert Paris was there and spoke with current and former players.
Past and present members of the Burlington High men's lacrosse team could be seen at Varsity Field on July 30th as they geared up for the alumni game. I spoke to some of the alums during the pregame about their time at BHS and what it was like to be back.
My team was the last team to win the North Sectionals. We're on the banner up in the high school, so someone's going to hold the flag. We get a bunch of guys that are going to be up in the stands watching, but I figured I'd do a couple shifts.
This should be fun. The hockey alumni, my first time this year was awesome, so this should be just like it, playing with everyone that you know, especially the older guys. It should be a cool experience.
It's great having all these guys back. I mean, I don't know some of them, but I knew. It just seems great, all of those guys embracing and stuff. It's good having old guys back out here and meet some of the new guys as well, and just can't wait to get back on the field.
Organizer and assistant coach of the boys lax team, Ryan Doherty, wanted to keep the tradition going after it was put off for a while. In a quote, Doherty said, having such a tradition of being a really big and good sports town, there's so many guys that have played for BHS with unbelievable talent and skill. In another quote, Doherty was pleased to see such a great turnout for this year. We had guys from 1984 through 2023 all playing. So it was really cool seeing all the different eras and decades playing together. It was an awesome night. From Varsity Field, I'm Robert Paris for BNews Sports.
For more Red Devil action, go to bcattv.org/sports and check out our Twitter page at BNews Sports. I hope everyone has a great rest of the summer, and I will see you in the fall. That's all for now. I'm Anthony Matos. Back to you, Phil Gallagher.
Congrats again to the girls softball team. They will be heading to Fenway Park this Sunday and will be recognized on the field during pregame activities. Up next, we present Fiona. Fiona is this week's featured adoptable pet, brought to you by Rabbi Susan Abramson in conjunction with the Upper Valley Humane Society. Fiona is an adorable 5-year-old Boston Terrier lapdog who wants to go home with you.
My name is Jen. I am the Associate Director of Animal Services here at the Upper Valley Humane Society, and I am here with Fiona. Fiona came to us as an owner surrender, unfortunately due to not getting along with the other pets in the home. She is around 5 years old. She's a little Boston Terrier. Boop, boop, with her little face. She is adorable. Even though she doesn't like other animals, she absolutely loves the company and companionship of other humans. So as you can see, she enjoys a nice warm lap to snuggle up on so that she can just rest and hang out with her people. She is pretty low-key for activities. She would enjoy a nice short little walk a few times a day, and then just someone to hang out with her and to just shower her in love and affection. She is very, very lovable. If you'd like to meet her, you can go right onto our website and fill out our interest form, and you can submit it, and we'll give you a call and set up an appointment for you to come down and meet her. And if you have any questions, you can give us a call at 603-448-6888.
Another week, another photo to highlight. This week's photo features a bee doing what bees do best, gathering pollen. This one has a full load ready to go from a Rose of Sharon, which are coming out this week and will be for the rest of the summer. The bees are happy, and so am I, says Mary Leach, who sent this one in. We leave you with a couple of reminders. This coming Tuesday at August 8th at 6:30 p.m., the Mass Department of Transportation will be hosting a live virtual public informational meeting on the proposed design for the resurfacing and related work on Route 3A project in Burlington and Billerica. Visit the Town of Burlington website for more, for a link to the meeting, and don't miss out on the big, giant family fun Celebrate Burlington tomorrow, happening on the Commons Saturday, August 5th. And that's it from the news desk. Phil Gallagher, thank you for joining us.